Let review. TLE Majorship. 150 items drill. You are watching, and this is JM Pedagogical Vlog, Review. Disclaimer. No copyright infringement intended. For educational purposes only. All the following questions found in this video belong to the rightful owner. You may grab a piece of paper and a pen to answer. The correct answer will be shown right after each number. Make sure to answer all the questions. Are you ready? Okay, let's begin. 1. Which input is commonly used to enhance the nutritional quality of animal feeds in Philippine livestock farming? A. Bone meal. B. Soybean meal. C. Molasses. D. Fish oil. B. Soybean meal. Explanation. Soybean meal is commonly used in Philippine livestock farming to enhance the nutritional quality of animal feeds due to its high protein content. 2. Which agricultural input is essential for controlling pests and diseases in crops without leaving harmful residues in harvested produce? A. Herbicides. B. Organic fertilizers. C. Synthetic pesticides. D. Biopesticides. D. Biopesticides. Explanation. Biopesticides are essential inputs for controlling pests and diseases in crops, in a manner that doesn't leave harmful residues in harvested products, thus being beneficial for sustainable agriculture. Biopesticides are derived from animals, plants, and other natural materials such as fungi, bacteria, algae, viruses, nematodes, and protozoa. The commonly used biopesticides are living organisms, which are pathogenic for the pest of interest such as biofungicides Trichoderma, bioherbicides Phytophthora, and bioinsecticides Bacillus thuringiensis. 3. What is the commonly used material for constructing greenhouses in the Philippines to create a controlled environment for crop cultivation? A. Polycarbonate sheets. B. Glass panels. C. Polyethylene film. D. Fiberglass. A. Polycarbonate sheets. Explanation. Polycarbonate sheets are commonly used in constructing greenhouses in the Philippines to create a controlled environment for crop cultivation due to their durability and light-transmitting properties. 4. It is the first and most important tillage operation in preparing the land to make it more moisture retentive. A. Pulverizing. B. Cleaning. C. Harrowing. D. Plowing. D. Plowing. Explanation. Plowing is a traditional and primary method that involves the use of a plow to loosen and turn the soil. This method is effective in breaking up the soil, mixing in organic matter, and creating a suitable seedbed. 5. Which nutrient is commonly deficient in many soils in the Philippines and is often supplemented through fertilizers? A. Calcium. B. Nitrogen. C. Potassium. D. Phosphorus. B. Nitrogen. Explanation. Nitrogen is a commonly deficient nutrient in many soils in the Philippines and is often supplemented through the application of nitrogen-containing fertilizers. 6. Which of the following should be taken into account before preparing the farm lots? A. Sunlight and air circulation. B. Accessibility and proximity to market. C. Soil and water supply. D. All of the above. D. All of the above. 7. Which material is widely used as a protective covering for soil, aiding in moisture retention and preventing erosion in Philippine farms? A. Tarpaulin. B. Mulch. C. Sandbags. D. Plastic wrap. B. Mulch. Explanation. Mulch is widely used as a protective covering for soil in Philippine farms, aiding in moisture retention and preventing erosion. 8. What is the commonly used organic material in Philippine agriculture for improving soil structure and water retention? A. Peat moss. B. Gypsum. C. Perlite. D. Compost. D. Compost. Explanation. Compost, the decomposed organic matter, is commonly used in Philippine agriculture to improve soil structure and water retention. Compost improves soil properties, provides nutrients in a stable organic form, increases plant growth and health, and conserves water. 9. Is an organic material consisting of very fine routed animal waste, plant parts, and other organic and biodegradable material. A. Fertilizer. B. Heap. C. Compost. D. Biomass. C. Compost. Explanation. The process involves decomposing organic material into a humus-like material, known as compost, which is a good fertilizer for plants. 10. What is the primary material used in drip irrigation systems for efficient water delivery to crops in the Philippines? A. Galvanized steel pipes. B. Drip tapes. C. Rubber hoses. D. PVC pipes. B. Drip tapes. Explanation. Drip tapes, made from plastic materials, are the primary components used in drip irrigation systems for efficient water delivery to crops in the Philippines. 11. What is the primary source of nitrogen used in many fertilizers for enhancing crop growth in the Philippines? A. Urea. B. Ammonium nitrate. C. Ammonium phosphate. D. Potassium nitrate. A. Urea. Explanation. Urea is the primary source of nitrogen used in many fertilizers for enhancing crop growth in Philippine agriculture. 12. Which of the following is a characteristic of good soil? A. Damage-free and free from seed-borne diseases. B. Fresh and mature. C. Should be viable. D. All of the above. D. All of the above. 13. What is the primary organic material commonly used for enhancing soil fertility in the Philippines? A. Urea. B. Vermicompost. C. Triple superphosphate TSP. D. Diammonium phosphate DAP. B. Vermicompost. Explanation. Vermicompost, derived from earthworms composting organic waste, is a primary organic material used for enhancing soil fertility in Philippine agriculture. 14. Which layer referred to as the hard covering of the seed? A. Testa. B. Tegmen. C. Cotyledon. D. Seed coat. A. Testa. Explanation. The outer seed coat is called testa. It is the outer, smooth, and thick layer of the seed coat. 15. Which grafting method is used to bypass the damage area of a tree trunk? A. Slide veneer grafting. B. Bark grafting. C. Approach grafting. D. Enarching grafting. D. Enarching grafting. Explanation. Enarching involves grafting seedlings, rooted cuttings or basal suckers on established trees to repair physical or animal damage to the trunk. 16. Which accessories are pulled by animals or mounted on machinery to make work easier? A. Farm tools. B. Farm implements. C. Farm equipment. D. Farm machines. B. Farm implements. Explanation. Farm implements are accessories which are being pulled by working animals or mounted to machineries, hand tractor, which are usually used in preparation of land. These are usually made of a special kind of metal. 17. Which type of irrigation is also known as trickle irrigation, micro-irrigation, or localized irrigation? A. Sprinkle irrigation. B. Manual irrigation. C. Cub irrigation. D. Drip irrigation. D. Drip irrigation. Explanation. Drip irrigation is sometimes called trickle irrigation and involves dripping water onto the soil at very low rates, 2 to 20 liters per hour, from a system of small diameter plastic pipes fitted with outlets called emitters or drippers. 18. Which material is commonly used in Philippine aquaculture to provide a stable environment for fish and other aquatic organisms? A. Fish feed pellets. B. Fish netting. C. Fish pond liners. D. Fish meal. C. Fish pond liners. Explanation. A fish pond liner Philippines is a critical component in aquaculture systems, serving as a barrier to prevent water from leaking out and soil from infiltrating the pond. The fish pond liner helps maintain a controlled and stable environment for fish or other aquatic organisms. 19. Which of the following is not an aspect of fish culture? A. Fish conservation. B. Fish cultivation. C. Fish marketing. D. Fish propagation. C. Fish marketing. Explanation. Fish culture is the process of raising desirable species of fishes in captivity and managing them in their environment to improve growth and reproduction. Fishes are reared in fish farms, or hatcheries. The phases of fish culture are fish propagation, fish cultivation, and fish conservation. Fish propagation is the natural or artificial method of promoting reproduction and survival of fish. Fish cultivation is the airing of fish and other aquatic products from the very young age. Fish conservation, public control and maintenance of the various fisheries or areas where fish and other fishery products are conserved. 20. This method of fish culture is characterized by the use of net enclosures, in shallow protected areas in inland waters. A. Open water method. B. Aquarium method. C. Fish pen method. D. Cage method. C. Fish pen method. Explanation. Fish pen refers to a fish enclosure made of closely woven bamboo screens, nylon screens or nets or other materials attached to poles staked at the bottom up to the surface of the lake, river or other shallow bodies of water for the purpose of growing and or culturing of fish to various sizes in fresh. 21. This type of plant contains nitrogen in its roots, which is converted to nitrates by rhizobia, thus contributing to soil fertility. A. Legumes. B. Vine crops. C. Tubers. D. Root crops. A. Legumes. Explanation. Rhizobium bacteria are found in the root nodules of leguminous plants such as peas and beans. 22. The objective of applying fertilizers to fish ponds. A. Neutralize acidity. B. Promote fish growth. C. Enhance production. D. Enhance the color of the water. C. Enhance production. Explanation. Fertilizers are natural or synthetic substances that are used in ponds to increase the production of the natural food organisms to be eaten by the fish. 23. Blank, thawing can be done efficiently by putting the fish on open mesh trays, stacked on frames, or trolleys in a tunnel not more than 2 meters high. A. Vacuum. B. Air blast. C. Still air. D. Electrical methods. B. Air blast. Explanation. Air blast thawing. Frozen fish can be thawed much more rapidly in moving air than in still air. To do this most effectively, the fish should be supported on open mesh trays stacked on frames or trolleys not more than 2 meters high. 24. Purification of mussels and oysters, using recirculating seawater sterilized with ultraviolet radiation can also be termed as A. Depuration. B. UV sterilization. C. Intensity boiling water. D. Microorganism purification. A. Depuration. Explanation. Depuration is a process of eliminating or reducing bacterial load in mussels by transferring live harvested mussels to treated seawater using a recirculating or flow-through system. 25. Fish protein concentrate with high fat content is susceptible to A. Fungal attack. B. Off odor. C. Off flavor. D. Rancidity. D. Rancidity. Explanation. Rancidity is more pronounced in oil-rich fishes like mackerel, sardine, etc. The unsaturated fat in the fish reacts with the oxygen in the atmosphere forming peroxides. 26. Fresh fish spoilage is mainly bacterial in nature aided by A. Heat. B. Fungi. C. Enzymatic activity. D. Mildew. C. Enzymatic activity. Explanation. Fresh fish product spoilage is mainly bacterial in nature, aided by enzymatic activity. 27. The choice of blank for keeping fish will greatly determine the end quality of the iced product. A. Covering. B. Box size. C. Containers. D. Contrivance odor. C. Containers. Explanation. The type of container you choose when freezing fish can make a difference in the quality of the end product. 28. Blank can be a cheap and easy way of thawing whole fish, provided an ample supply of clean water is available. A. Water drip. B. Thawing in water. C. Water dispersion. D. Warm water immersion. B. Thawing in water. Explanation. Thawing in warm water can be a cheap and easy way of thawing all types of whole fish provided that an ample supply of clean water is available. 29. It is one of the earliest techniques for preserving fish, and acts by lowering the moisture content of the fish, to the point where bacterial and enzymatic activities are retarded. A. Drying. B. Smoking. C. Brining. D. Salting. D. Salting. Explanation. Salting preserves by lowering the moisture content of the fish to the point where bacterial and enzymatic activities are retarded. Moreover, chloride ions are toxic to some microorganisms. 30. In wet salting, blank is done by placing fish in a solution of salt and water, usually saturated, until the desired salt concentration is attained in the fish. A. Smoking. B. Brining. C. Canning. D. Drying. B. Brining. Explanation. Brining is the process of placing fish in a solution of salt, sodium chloride, in water for a period of sufficient length for the fish tissue to absorb the required amount of salt. 31. When applied to fish, preserves resulted from the combined effects of drying, salting, heat treatment if pre-cooked, and the deposition of chemicals produced from the burning of wood. A. Smudging. B. Pickling. C. Smoking. D. None of the above. C. Smoking. Explanation. The preserving mechanism of smoking is by the combined effects of salting, drying, heat treatment, and chemical deposition produced from wood burning. 32. Is a powdered form of fish suitable for human consumption? The protein is more concentrated than in the raw material. A. Fish protein concentrate. B. Fish paste. C. Pulverin. D. Minced fish. A. Fish protein concentrate. Explanation. Fish protein powder (FPP) is a dried and stable fish product, intended for human consumption, in which the protein is more concentrated than in the original fish flesh. Quality and acceptability of FPP depends on several factors. 33. Fermentation of aquatic products takes 6 months. A. 8 months. B. 9 months. C. 10 months. D. 12 months. D. 12 months. Explanation. The long production period required, 6 to 12 months, has led to some efforts to accelerate the fermentation period by adding external enzymes, heating or adjusting the conditions to increase the enzyme activities. 34. Washing, gutting, sorting, chilling or freezing operations, when carried out on board, must be done under the right conditions, at the shortest time possible, is called A. Vocational training. B. Fishery practicum. C. Handling or processing. D. Fishery work. C. Handling or processing. 35. The ice and the fish are layered to achieve intimate contact, which will ensure the maximum storage life in ice. A. Contact method. B. Bulking. C. Boxing. D. Shelving. B. Bulking. Explanation. The fish hold is an insulated chamber located at the near side of the boat. It is divided into different compartments using wooden boards supported by an upright beam. A layer of ice at least 5 centimeters thick is spread over the bottom of a compartment, followed by a layer of fish. 36. Refers to cold-blooded vertebrate animals living in water, breathing by means of gills, and having limbs represented by fins or rudiments of fins. A. Turtle. B. Whale. C. Porpoise. D. Fish. D. Fish. Explanation. Fish are aquatic vertebrate animals that have gills but lack limbs with digits, like fingers or toes. Recall that vertebrates are animals with internal backbones. Most fish are streamlined in their general body form. 37. Fish and shellfish which are harvested from estuaries or shores, exposed to sewage pollution, can accumulate pathogenic bacteria and viruses, which cause blank when eaten raw or semi-preserved. A. Slight nausea. B. Poisoning. C. Diarrhea. D. Dehydration. B. Poisoning. Explanation. Most common pathogens which are involved in seafood poisoning are Vibrio, Salmonella, Listeria, Shigella, Staphylococcus, Clostridium and Escherichia coli. 38. If you want to estimate the number of PVC pipes needed from your house to the main water supply, what is the standard length of a PVC pipe that you are going to use? A. 6 feet. B. 20 feet. C. 20 meters. D. 3 meters. D. 3.0 meters. Explanation. Standard length for PVC water pipes is 3 meters excluding the hub. 39. A plumber wants to install a liquid seal to prevent sewer gases from entering the building. What device is needed? A. Pump. B. Backflow preventer. C. Union. D. Trap. D. Trap. Explanation. Trap is a U-shaped portion of pipe used to prevent sewer gases from entering the buildings. The traps are located below or within a plumbing fixture and retain a small amount of water. 40. The plumbing code on house drain provides that there must be no more than 2 closets that shall discharge into a pipe diameter A 70 mm, B less than 75 mm, C 3 inches or 75 mm, D 80 mm. C 3 inches or 75 mm. Explanation. Recommending Plumbing Code, Article 10, House Drains and Sewers, Section 115. Size of drains, sewers, and horizontal branches. The required size of sanitary house drains, sanitary house sewers, and horizontal branches shall be determined on the basis of the total number of fixture units drained by them in accordance with the following table. 41. If your toilet has trouble, you use a rubber funnel-shaped instrument attached to the end of the handle for unblocking. What is this tool? A. Plunger. B. Plumber's snake. C. Bushing. D. Valve. A. Plunger. Explanation. A plunger has a rubber suction cup on the end of the handle, typically made of wood or plastic, and is commonly used to unblock waste pipes for toilets, sinks, baths and showers. 42. If you put a source of potable water, what is the minimum safe distance from the septic tank? A. 5 meters, B. 10 meters, C. 15 meters, D. 20 meters. C. 15 meters. Explanation. According to recommendations by the United States Environmental Protection Agency, as well as the Department of Housing and Urban Development, a septic tank should be at least 50 feet, 15.24 meters, away from a well that is used for drinking water. 43. Which statement is not true about plumbing standards based on Republic Act 1378, which is known as Plumbing Law? A. Each fixture directly connected to the drainage system shall be equipped with a water-sealed trap. B. Plumbing shall be designed and adjusted to use the maximum quantity of water consistent with proper performance and cleaning. C. No substance which will clog the pipes, produce explosive mixtures, destroy the pipes or their joints, or interfere unduly with the sewage disposal process shall be allowed to enter the building drainage system. D. Water closet must be located in a room which is properly lighted and ventilated. B. Plumbing shall be designed and adjusted to use the maximum quantity of water, consistent with proper performance and cleaning. Explanation. Statement A was cited from Republic Act 1378, Section 5, Subsection J. Statement C was cited from Republic Act 1378, Section 5, Subsection M. Statement D was cited from Republic Act 1378, Section 5, Subsection P. While Statement B says, plumbing shall be designed and adjusted to use the maximum quantity of water consistent with proper performance and cleaning. What is the mistake in this statement? According to Republic Act 1378, Section 5, Subsection C, this should be the minimum quantity of water. 44. A plumber wants to cut a metal pipe. Which tool is appropriate? A. Handsaw. B. Hacksaw. C. Backsaw. D. Drywall knife. B. Hacksaw. Explanation. Hacksaws have hard blades and small teeth designed for cutting through metal or plastic. They are commonly used to cut out a section of piping to replace or install a valve, such as a ball valve or check valve. 45. A pipe that conveys only liquid wasted is called A. Soil pipe. B. Vent pipe. C. Waste pipe. D. Main pipe. C. Waste pipe. Explanation. Wastewater pipes maintain proper hygienic conditions in any building. They are used for proper outlet of wastewater from the house. The pipes prevent home from foul smell of wastewater also. 46. Plumbing ventilation means to a. Carry sewer gas out and relieve pressure of the drainage system. b. Gives pressure differently in the public sewer. c. Discourages corrosion in drainage piping. d. Maintaining the trap seals. a. Carry sewer gas out and relieve pressure of the drainage system. Explanation. A plumbing vent, or a vent stack, regulates the air pressure within your home's plumbing system. This removes the gas and odor from your home. 47. A plumber wants to create a thread outside the pipe by hand. Which tool is appropriate? a. Pipe wrench. b. Yoke vise. c. Pipe cutter. d. Pipe threader. d. Pipe threader. Explanation. A pipe threader is a tool designed to create threads on the end of a metal pipe. 48. A plumber wants to shut off the flow of water just 90 degrees turn. Which valve is appropriate? a. Angle valve. b. Globe valve. c. Check valve. d. Gate valve. a. Angle valve. Explanation. Angle valves have the same features of stem, disc and seat ring design as the globe valve. The fundamental difference between the two is that the fluid flow through the angle valve makes a 90 degrees turn. Angle valves are often used in plumbing applications where space is limited. 51. It is used in pairs, one to grip the pipe and the other to turn the fitting, which has adjustable, toothed jaws designed for gripping and turning threaded pipes and pipe fitting. a. Adjustable wrench. b. Pipe wrench. c. Locking pliers. d. Rib joint pliers. b. Pipe wrench. Explanation. They are used to grip and turn galvanized steel pipes and black pipes. Just like a regular wrench, these have two serrated jaws that are used to tighten and dig into the pipe for grip. 52. If your water system has leaked, where can you shut off the flow of water? a. Angle valve. b. Galvanized. c. Check valve. d. Gate valve. d. Gate valve. Explanation. A gate valve is generally used to completely shut off fluid flow or in the fully open position, providing full flow in a pipeline. 53. If you install a soil pipe, what is the standard pitch or slope? a. 2%, b. 5%, c. 10%, d. 15%. a. 2%. Explanation. The recommended slope ratio for a soil water pipe, also known as a sanitary sewer pipe, is typically between 1% and 5%. In the Philippines, the standard slope ratio of the soil pipe must not be less than 20 mm per meter or 2%. 54. What do you call those waterproof ribbons for covering threaded pipes joints to prevent leakage? a. Masking tape. b. Tape. c. Teflon tape. d. Rubber bond. c. Teflon tape. Explanation. Teflon tape is used to seal water, gas, and air from leaking through threaded connections, most effective on high-pressure lines. 55. What do you call the semi-liquid substance that accumulates at the bottom of the septic tank? a. Scum. b. Mud. c. Froth. d. Sludge. d. Sludge. Explanation. Sludge, which is the solids that collect at the bottom of the tank and where most of the bacteria are involved in the breakdown of biodegradable material. 56. If the end of a PVC pipe is fitted with a female adapter, what fitting will be used to stop the flow of water? A. Coupling. B. Plug. C. Cap. D. Elbow. B. Plug. Explanation. A plug is a male threaded fitting which seals the end run of a pipe when fitted into a female threaded fitting. 57. A carpenter makes a picture frame. Which type of joint is appropriate? A. Tenon joint. B. Dado joint. C. Miter joint. D. Lap joint. C. Miter joint. Explanation. Miter joints are commonly used at the visible, outside corners of door, window, and picture frames. 58. A carpenter wants to make a dining table. Which joint is appropriate to become rigid and durable? A. Mortise and tenon joint. B. Milter joint. C. Dado joint. D. Butt joint. Strong and stable joints that can be used in many projects. A. Mortise and tenon joint. Explanation. A mortise and tenon is a type of joint that is made up of two parts. The tenon portion of the joint works as a peg, and the mortise is the hole or slot into which the tenon is inserted. Mortise and tenon joints are strong and stable joints that can be used in many projects. 59. Which wood is obtained from deciduous trees? A. Softwood. B. Hardwood. C. Brown wood. D. Dark wood. B. Hardwood. Explanation. Hardwood is generally obtained from the deciduous tree. Common examples of deciduous trees include oak, beech, mahogany, balsa, julutong, maple, and hickory trees. 60. A carpenter wants to construct a stair. What could be the standard height of the riser? A. 5 to 6 inches. B. 6 to 8 inches. C. 8 to 10 inches. D. 10 to 12 inches. B. 6 to 8 inches. Explanation. With regard to the standard height of a staircase riser, the measurement is often between 6 1/4 and 7 7/8 inches. 62. If you want to go upstairs, which part do you step on? A. Tread. B. Handrail. C. Riser. D. Handle. A. Tread. Explanation. The tread is the horizontal surface of the stair and the part of the stair you step on. The riser, on the other hand, is the vertical surface of the stair. 63. A carpenter wants to measure long distances. Which tool is appropriate? A. Plumb bob. B. Ruler. C. Pull push rule. D. Level. C. Pull push rule. Explanation. A push-pull rule is a measuring tape that coils into a compact case. It is used for measuring long, short, straight lengths. 64. A mason wants to mix and move mortar in brick laying. Which tool is appropriate? A. Cold chisel. B. Brick trowel. C. Crandle. D. Pointing trowel. B. Brick trowel. Explanation. Brick trowel or mason's trowel is a point-nosed trowel for spreading mortar on bricks or concrete blocks with a technique called buttering. 65. Which is considered to be the oldest and most commonly used building material? A. Sand. B. Cement. C. Steel. D. Wood. D. Wood. Explanation. Wood is one of the oldest, most traditional building materials around the world. 66. How tall is a 10-meter building in inches? A. 3.937 inches. B. 39.37 inches. C. 393.7 inches. D. 3,937 inches. C. 393.7 inches. Explanation. 1 meter is equal to 39.37 inches. Therefore, 10 meters is equal to 393.7 inches. 67. If you have 2 yards length of piece of wood, how long is it in inches? A. 30 inches. B. 64 inches. C. 72 inches. D. 82 inches. C. 72 inches. Explanation. Customary units. 1 yard is 36 inches, 2 yards is 2 times 36 equals 72 inches or 6 feet. 68. A carpenter wants to cut lumber across the grain. Which tool is appropriate? A. Hacksaw. B. Crosscut saw. C. Back saw. D. Rip cut saw. B. Crosscut saw. Explanation. Crosscut saw is used for cutting across or perpendicular to the grain of dimensional wood like framing lumber, molding or fence posts. 69. Which term refers to inert material when bound together into a conglomerated mass form concrete? A. Aggregates. B. Grout. C. Gravel. D. Cement. A. Aggregates. Explanation. Aggregates are chemically inert, solid bodies held together by the cement. Aggregates come in various shapes, sizes, and materials ranging from fine particles of sand to large, coarse rocks. 70. These are compressed baked clay that are processed into workable materials. A. Sand. B. Concrete hollow blocks. C. Stone. D. Bricks. D. Bricks. Explanation. Bricks are made in various ways, often from a clay-based material, molded into shape, and then fixed in form with heat or other drying processes. 71. A carpenter wants to mark very rough objects. Which tool is appropriate? A. Border line. B. Chalk line. C. Level. D. Extension ruler. B. Chalk line. Explanation. A chalk line or chalk box is a tool for marking long, straight lines on relatively flat surfaces, much farther than is practical by hand or with a straight edge. 72. A lumber that has been sawed, edged and trimmed in which cutting marks are visible is A. Rough. B. Worked. C. Dressed. D. Smooth. A. Rough. Explanation. Rough sawn lumber is lumber that has been cut without first being planed or surfaced. This leaves the lumber with a rough, textured surface. 73. A mason wants to mix concrete for a slab in the ground. Which mixture is appropriate? A. 1:1.5 is to 3. B. 1:2.5 is to 5. C. 1:2 is to 4. D. 1:3 is to 6. C. 1:2 is to 4. Explanation. A concrete mix of 1 part cement, 2 parts sand, 4 parts coarse aggregate should be used for a concrete slab. 74. A carpenter fixes shelves to a bookcase. Which type of joint is appropriate? A. Lap joint. B. Dado joint. C. Tenon joint. D. Milter joint. B. Dado joint. Explanation. A few of the most common uses for dado joints include bookshelves, cabinet shelves, drawer divides, partitions, and sideboards. 75. 50 mm length of a piece of lumber is how many decimeters? A. 0.005 decimeters. B. 0.05 decimeters. C. 0.5 decimeters. D. 5 decimeters. C. 0.5 decimeters. Explanation. 1 millimeter is equal to 0.01 decimeter. 50 times 0.01 equals 0.5 decimeters. 76. Why do conductors need additional wiring insulators? A. Electrical wiring needs to be protected from mechanical harm. B. Wires are connected by joints, therefore need re-insulations. C. Wire touches the wood surface, therefore needs protection. D. Wire's skin is weak. A. Electrical wiring needs to be protected from mechanical harm. 77. 3 bulbs are connected in parallel and controlled by a single switch. If one of the 3 bulbs is busted, what will happen to the remaining bulbs? A. Will not lit. B. Its brightness is maintained. C. Its brightness is reduced. D. Its brightness increases. B. Its brightness is maintained. Explanation. In a parallel circuit, the brightness of each bulb remains unchanged. Each bulb acts independently of the other bulbs in this case. 78. Static electricity is produced by a massive collision of charge called A. Magnets. B. Friction. C. Zinc plate. D. Carbon plate. B. Friction. Explanation. Static electricity is produced due to the friction between substances. This friction is developed when substances are rubbed against each other. Hence, static electricity is also called frictional electricity. 79. When the entire switch or outlet body is visible and extends beyond the wall surface, the device is said to be A. Flush type. B. Wall type. C. Open type. D. Surface type. D. Surface type. Explanation. A snap switch designed for mounting on a plane surface and requiring no enclosing parts. 80. Connecting lead from the negative to the positive of a battery will produce A. High resistance circuit. B. Short circuit. C. Open circuit. D. Low current path. B. Short circuit. Explanation. If the negative lead of a battery is connected to the positive side, it creates a short circuit. 81. A standard 220 volts alternating current has a frequency of A. 30 Hz. B. 45 Hz. C. 60 Hz. D. 75 Hz. C. 60 Hz. Explanation. The Philippines operates on a 220 volts supply voltage and 60 Hz. 82. When replacing a busted fuse, which of the following is important? A. Same size and type. B. Different size and type. C. Same size but different rating. D. Same type but different rating. A. Same size and type. Explanation. Always use the correct size fuse. Replacing a fuse with one of a larger size can cause excessive currents in the wiring and possibly start a fire. 83. Which box with a blank cover for joining runs of conduits, and providing space for connection and branching of enclosed conductors? A. Hole box. B. Blank box. C. Terminal box. D. Junction box. D. Junction box. Explanation. Junction box is an iron box or casing by which electrical conduit branches are formed. 84. What type of switch when you want to control one lamp or group of lamps in two different locations? A. 1. Four-way switch. B. 2. Single switch. C. 2. Three-way switch. D. Duplex switch. C. 2. Three-way switch. Explanation. A three-way switch is one that allows you to control a ceiling light or other electrical fixture from two separate locations, like from the bottom or top of a staircase. 85. Which is a synchronous alternating current machine that changes mechanical power into electrical power? A. Motor. B. Lathe machine. C. Dynamo. D. Alternator. D. Alternator. Explanation. An alternator is an electrical generator that converts mechanical energy to electrical energy in the form of alternating current. For reasons of cost and simplicity, most alternators use a rotating magnetic field with a stationary armature. 86. Which is an exposed wiring method that uses cleats, knobs, tubes and flexible tubing for the protection and support of a single insulated conductor run in or on a building, and not concealed by the building structure? A. Concealed knob and tube wiring. B. Open wiring on insulators. C. Metal-clad cable wiring. D. Armored cable wiring. B. Open wiring on insulators. Explanation. Open wiring is a wiring method using cleats, knobs, tubes and flexible tubing for the protection and support of insulated conductors run in or on buildings, and not concealed by the building structure. 87. Which battery can be recharged after each chemical energy has been depleted? A. Energizer. B. Primary battery. C. Secondary battery. D. Ever ready. C. Secondary battery. Explanation. A rechargeable battery, storage battery, or secondary cell, is a type of electrical battery which can be charged, discharged into a load, and recharged many times. 88. What does this mean why electrical appliances are connected in parallel rather than in series? A. It makes the operation of each appliance independent of each other. B. Each appliance consumes more power if connected in series. C. Parallel connection consumes lesser power. D. Parallel connection is simpler. A. It makes the operation of each appliance independent of each other. Explanation. In a parallel circuit, each load resistor acts as an independent branch circuit, and because of this, each branch sees the entire voltage of the supply. 89. A service electronics technician cleaned the terminal of the component using sandpaper or knife before it soldered to the printed circuit board. What is the main purpose of that cleaning? A. To attract more charges. B. To maximize the desired voltages. C. To attract electrons, protons and neutrons. D. To remove the insulator so that soldering can be made easily. D. To remove the insulator so that soldering can be made easily. 90. The common cause of the erratic or distorted sound of a transistor radio is a defective. A. Antenna. B. Volume control. C. Tuner. D. Amplifier. B. Volume control. Explanation. Such noise is caused by bad transistors, worn volume controls, leaky intermediate frequency transformers, and leaky radio frequency or oscillator pattern capacitors. 91. Why does an amplitude modulation AM receiver pick up signal despite the far distance from the transmitter compared to the frequency modulation FM receiver? A. The AM receiver picks up signals easily because the transmitted by AM transmitter is by means of line to ground. B. The AM receiver picks up signals easily because the signals transmitted by the AM transmitter are by means of the line to site. C. The AM receiver picks up signals easily because the signal transmitted by AM transmitted is by means of line to site. D. The AM receiver picks up signals easily because of the transistor. A. The amplitude modulation receiver picks up signals easily because the transmitted by AM transmitter is by means of line to ground. Explanation. Amplitude modulation signals are reflected back to Earth from the ionosphere layer. Due to this fact, AM signals can reach far places which are thousands of miles from source. 92. From what part of the ohmmeter do you resistance reading? A. Pointer. B. Test probes. C. Reading scale. D. Range multiplier. C. Reading scale. Explanation. Ohmmeter scale or reading scale is a nonlinear scale where reading is based. 93. Which term refers to the set of rules practices to ensure accident prevention? A. Rules and regulation. B. Action plan. C. Safety practices. D. Policy order. C. Safety practices. Explanation. Safe work practices (SWP) are usually written methods showing how to perform a task with minimum risk to personnel, equipment, materials, environment and processes. 94. Which part of an electrical circuit converts electrical energy into another form of energy to do work? A. Circuit. B. Load. C. Control. D. Source. B. Load. Explanation. The part of a circuit that changes electrical energy into another form of energy is called the load. 95. A grade 9 student understood that the Roman letters consist of thick and thin lines, and was asking himself what were those small, thin lines at the end of every letter except O. In the drafting field the lines are called A. Serifs. B. Dash line. C. Ditto. D. Stem. A. Serifs. Explanation. Serifs are the small lines attached to letters. 96. In the field of drafting each line has a specific meaning. This is to establish a uniform way of interpreting complex blueprints of objects and other mega projects. These lines are called A. Language of lines. B. Alphanumeric lines. C. Alphabet of lines. D. Lines of sight. C. Alphabet of lines. Explanation. The alphabet of lines is a set of standard line types established by the American National Standards Institute (ANSI) for technical drawing. 97. A drawing teacher in a local high school was discussing a feature on which the surface appears to have been imaginary cut along the cutting plane line. Which line is she going to apply to the surface where the cutting plane cut through? A. Section line. B. Center line. C. Invisible line. D. Dimension line. A. Section line. Explanation. Section lines, or hatching, that represent the cut surface usually consist of thin parallel lines. 98. When an observer stands in the middle of a street, the end of the street seems to narrow as far as his eyes can see. Then he tries to draw the building as it appears in his visual observations. This process is called A. Cabinet drawing, B. Perspective drawing, C. Diametric drawing, D. Isometric drawing. B. Perspective drawing. Explanation. Perspective drawings mimic what the human eye perceives, so objects appear smaller the further away from the viewer. 99. To make drawings look more professional, the notes, dimensions and other specifications must be professionally executed. In manual drafting this is called A. Drawing of views, B. Lettering by hand, C. Legibility, D. Scaling. B. Lettering by hand. Explanation. Hand lettering is fully original, so it makes the design feel fresh and special. Custom letters always look extraordinary and attract customers' attention. Beautiful decorative letters influence visual perception, bringing the feeling of aesthetic pleasure. 100. Some drafters often place dimensions on every view. While this may be permitted in some drafting classes, let's keep in mind that these are repetitions and can be avoided. This is referred to as A. Unidirectional dimensioning, B. Tolerance dimensioning, C. Aligned dimensioning, D. Superfluous dimensioning. D. Superfluous dimensioning. Explanation. Superfluous dimensions. Dimensions that are repeated on the same view or on different views, or the same information be given in two different ways. 101. For beginning drafters, the suggested height of letters to practice first is 6 mm and then shifts to a height of A. 1 mm, B. 3 mm, C. 30 mm, D. 50 mm. B. 3 mm. 102. When drawing the different views in orthographic projection, a drafter must acknowledge that there are hidden edges that must be emphasized in order to produce a complete drawing information. Which line is he going to use? A. Object line, B. Center line, C. Hidden line, D. Section line. C. Hidden line. Explanation. A hidden line, also known as a hidden object line, is a medium-weight line, made of short dashes about 1/8, long with 1/16, gaps, to show edges, surfaces and corners which cannot be seen. Sometimes they are used to make a drawing easier to understand. Often they are omitted in an isometric view. 103. It is a guide in drawing vertical and inclined line. A. Triangle, B. Template, C. Circle, D. T-square. A. Triangle. Explanation. Triangle is a drafting tool used to draw accurate parallel lines, vertical lines, and other angled lines. 104. In various engineering fields, multiple line weights are being used to emphasize or de-emphasize areas of a drawing. It is also standardized in order for a uniform interpretation of drawings. The term is called A. Center line, B. Horizontal line, C. Dimensioning, D. Drawing of views. D. Drawing of views. 105. In the rule of section drawing, all visible edges exposed by the cutting plane line must be emphasized and a series of lines can now be drawn. This process is called A. Symmetric objects, B. Filling up of section lines, C. Eliminating object lines, D. Eliminating hidden lines. B. Filling up of section lines. Explanation. Filling up of section lines. The visible edges exposed by the cutting plane line must be emphasized and a series of lines can be drawn. 106. As far as the appearance of the drawing is concerned, it is the most important part for the usefulness of the drawing. It can be ruined if it is done carelessly. Which referred to A. Calligraphy, B. Etching, C. Lettering, D. Painting. C. Lettering. Explanation. Lettering is the important part for the usefulness of the drawing as far as the appearance of the drawing is concerned, and it can be ruined if it's done carelessly. 107. Which technique is commonly used around the world as a graphic method of representing a three-dimensional object, and intended to combine the illusion of depth with the undistorted presentation of the object principal dimensions? A. Isometric drawing, B. General oblique, C. Cavalier oblique, D. Cabinet oblique. A. Isometric drawing. Explanation. Isometric drawing follows three fundamental rules. Horizontal edges are drawn at a 30-degree angle, vertical edges as vertical lines, and parallel edges as parallel lines. 108. When a designer or an ordinary person translates his or her design idea, with the use only of paper and pencil, what is the name of the activity? A. Geometric construction, B. Drafting, C. Architectural delineation, D. Freehand sketching. D. Freehand sketching. Explanation. Freehand drawing is the type of drawing most pencil artists start with. There are no tools required except for a pencil, a hand, an eraser and a piece of paper. 110. With the help of drawing instruments such as T-square and triangles, one produces quick and accurate delineations for an intended project. The process is considered as A. Shape and size descriptions, B. Drafting, C. Pictorial drawing, D. Graphics. B. Drafting. Explanation. Technical drawing, also known as drafting, is a detailed graphic rendition of how something functions or how it is built. Technical drawings are made at a precise scale and include elements that make them unambiguous, meaning that their elements can be interpreted only in one way. 111. All of the objects have distinct limits, which can be considered as the width, depth and height. So when a drafter is working on the difference in elevation between any 2 points, measured as the perpendicular distance between a pair of horizontal lines, he is now engaged in the of the object. A. Depth, B. Bottom, C. Width, D. Height. D. Height. 112. Time is gold, so a drafter must not get into a habit of making excessively time-consuming letters. Single-stroke letters are advised with A. Sloppiness, B. Laziness, C. Rapidity of strokes, D. Free and natural fashion. D. Free and natural fashion. 114. Which term refers to decreases in the owner's equity that increases because goods or services are delivered to customers? A. Revenue, B. Earnings, C. Expenses, D. Profit. C. Expenses. Explanation. An expense is a cost that businesses incur in running their operations. Expenses include wages, salaries, maintenance, rent, and depreciation. Expenses are deducted from revenue to arrive at profits. 115. If her business idea is a boutique, what quality of a future entrepreneur is inappropriate? A. Innovative, B. Relaxed, C. Risk taker, D. Hard worker. B. Relaxed. 116. Which term refers to mathematical business decisions that make orderly delineated sequences of mathematical operatives that lead to a solution? A. Algorithms. B. Conceptual model. C. Decision. D. Quantitative model. A. Algorithms. Explanation. Algorithms are typically used to analyze data by identifying patterns and trends in business data to make better decisions. 117. An analysis that provides the details for internal opportunities and threats of a business. A. Environmental analysis. B. Political, economic, social, and technological pest analysis. C. Strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats SWOT analysis. D. Competition analysis. C. SWOT analysis. Explanation. SWOT analysis helps you to identify your organization's internal strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. It guides you to build on what you do well, address what you're lacking, seize new openings, and minimize risks. 118. To which financial reports are liabilities and capital added? A. Statement of owner's capital. B. Statement of cash flow. C. Income statement. D. Balance sheet. D. Balance sheet. Explanation. A balance sheet is a statement of a business's assets, liabilities, and owner's equity as of any given date. 119. Which of the following is the correct definition of the term entrepreneur? A person who A. Seeks to generate value through creation or expansion of economic activity, by identifying and exploiting new products, processes or markets. B. Seeks to create value for local communities, people or customers by starting new ventures which exploit new products, processes or markets. C. Starts a new business with the aim of making profit. D. Pursues opportunity without regard to resources. B. Seeks to create value for local communities, people or customers by starting new ventures which exploit new products, processes or markets. 120. Which of these stages is the final stage in the marketing planning process flow chart? A. Control. B. Setting marketing objectives. C. Setting the product price. D. Marketing planning. A. Control. Explanation. Implementation and control is the last step where you have to put a plan into action and monitor the results. 121. Which types of marketing functions enable the actual flow of commodities, through space and time, producers to consumers and their transformation to desirable to the consumer? A. Exchange functions. B. Facilitating functions. C. Physical functions. D. Specific functions. C. Physical functions. Explanation. Physical functions enable the actual flow of commodities through space and time from producer to consumer and their transformation to a form desirable to the consumer. Assembling or concentrating the product at convenient points allows its economical transport. For example, yams from different owners are aggregated in a particular point for joint transportation. 122. Which is considered as a comprehensive and effective blueprint to guide an entrepreneur in a business venture? A. Insurance plan. B. Portfolio. C. Resume. D. Business plan. D. Business plan. Explanation. A business plan is a document that details a company's goals and how it intends to achieve them. It is a document that brings together the key elements of a business that include details about the products and services, the cost, sales and expected profits. 124. The sum of all the expenses from the operation of the business can be found on the A. Statement of owner's capital. B. Income statement. C. Balance sheet. D. Statement of cash flow. B. Income statement. Explanation. Income statement shows a company's revenues, expenses and profitability over a period of time. 126. When an entrepreneur communicates with people through interviews, observations and advertisements on what is new, what entrepreneurial activity does he engage in? A. Environmental scanning. B. Entrepreneurial scanning. C. Statistical study. D. Marketing study. D. Marketing study. Explanation. A market study is an analysis of consumer demand for a product or service. It looks at all of the factors that influence demand for a product or service. 127. The resources that a firm acquires through creditors is called A. Assets. B. Liability. C. Income. D. Capital. B. Liability. Explanation. Liabilities are the legal debts a company owes to third-party creditors. 128. Which general function of the market involves the physical meeting point for buyers and sellers, at the point of production or via some other means of communication? A. Exchange functions. B. Specific functions. C. Facilitating functions. D. Physical functions. A. Exchange functions. Explanation. Exchange function of marketing means the activities of exchanging or buying and selling goods or services in a way that ownership of goods or services is transferred from one person to another. These functions take place at the physical meeting point for buyers and sellers, at the point of production or via some other means of communication. At this point, formal or informal property rights are important to ensure the reliable transfer of ownership and to guarantee legality. Example: to ensure that animals on sale were not stolen and will not be reclaimed. 129. An entrepreneur might select a target market probably because of the target market. A. Is fully understood by the entrepreneur. B. Is attractive to the business and matches its supply capabilities. C. Has a proven track record for buying products. D. Is large and well served with existing products. B. Is attractive to the business and matches its supply capabilities. 130. Which is also known as quantitative finance, that is concerned with financial markets and taking observed market prices as inputs. A. Net income report. B. Income statement. C. Mathematical finance. D. Mathematical in marketing. C. Mathematical finance. Explanation. Mathematical finance, also known as quantitative finance and financial mathematics, is a field of applied mathematics, concerned with mathematical modeling of financial markets. 131. What financial statement shows all the received cash from both ongoing operations and external investment sources? A. Statement of owners of the owner's capital. B. Statement of cash flow. C. Income statement. D. Balance sheet. B. Statement of cash flow. Explanation. A cash flow statement summarizes the amount of cash and cash equivalents entering and leaving a company. 132. A marketing mix that can have both tangible and intangible aspects, and is the thing you offer to satisfy your customer wants and needs. A. Promotion. B. Packaging. C. Price. D. Product. D. Product. Explanation. In marketing, a product is an object, or system, or service made available for consumer use as of the consumer demand. It is anything that can be offered to a market to satisfy the desire or need of a customer. 133. Miss T wants a neatly finished up style. Which style is best suited for her? A. Laced up and elegant hairstyle. B. French twist hairstyle. C. Pita and blooms hairstyle. D. Chignon. A. Laced up and elegant hairstyle. Explanation. Laced up and elegant hair style is a smoothly finished style with lots of detail. It's perfect for those individuals with long hair who want a neatly finished hair. 134. A client comes into the salon for a scalp treatment. She has obvious abrasions on her scalp. Which treatment would be accepted? A. Advise the client of her scalp condition and reschedule her appointment. B. Apply an antiseptic scalp treatment with minimum massage. C. Give a first aid treatment and proceed with manipulations. D. Apply an oil treatment with a heat cap. A. Advise the client of her scalp condition and reschedule her appointment. 135. Which is done to increase the circulation of the blood to the scalp, rest and soothe the nerves, stimulate the muscles and the activity of the scalp glands. A. Hair treatment. B. Rebonding. C. Shampooing. D. Scalp manipulation. D. Scalp manipulation. Explanation. Scalp manipulation reduces product buildup by removing dead skin cells to help stimulate hair growth. While promoting blood circulation, a regular scalp massage routine boosts your hair's natural beauty by supporting the health of your scalp and hair. 136. McKay noticeably has gray but she is only 11 years old, and she is not an albino. What may cause gray hairs at this early age? A. A result of the natural aging process of humans. B. She has a defect in pigment formation occurring at birth. C. Lack of sleep and overexposed to computers. D. She has a serious illness. B. She has a defect in pigment formation occurring at birth. 137. Which is an art of arranging the hair with attractive shapes and styles? A. Curling. B. Hair trimming. C. Hairstyling. D. Waving. C. Hairstyling. Explanation. Hairstyling is the act or result of cutting or arranging hair into a particular look or style. 138. What must one remember in giving facial manipulations to induce relaxation? A. Routine. B. Skin type. C. Pressure. D. Tempo. D. Tempo. 139. Which of the following provides the backdrop for the entire colorful facial makeup artistry? A. Check color. B. Foundation. C. Blush. D. Concealer. B. Foundation. Explanation. Foundation is a liquid, cream, or powder makeup applied to the face and neck to create an even uniform color to the complexion, cover flaws and, sometimes to change the natural skin tone. 140. What among the following would be the first step in giving a facial? A. Client consultation. B. Apply massage cream. C. Apply cleansing cream. D. Apply moisturizer. A. Client consultation. Explanation. The first step in a professional facial treatment would be client consultation. The client consultation is like a pre-screening for the patient to ensure they are suited to the treatment. 141. Which one helps to moisturize the face to return lost moisture, and hydrate the skin to slow down the skin aging process? A. Face toners. B. Anti-aging face creams. C. Face exfoliators. D. Face creams. D. Face creams. Explanation. Face creams are important to moisturize the face as part of the face care routine, since restoring lost moisture and hydrating the skin helps to slow down the skin's aging process. A cream is an excellent option for a face moisturizer. 142. Lursa applied as public teacher. She doesn't have any experience for job interview. Could you please help her decide? What type of makeup may she put on? A. Light makeup. B. Heavy makeup. C. Corrective makeup. D. Photographic makeup. A. Light makeup. Explanation. Though makeup is a great way to express yourself, it's best to keep it subtle and decent. This is applicable regardless of the type of interview you're going to. Keep your makeup as light as possible if you want your natural beauty to stand out. 143. How is the highlight produced for corrective makeup? A highlight is produced when A. A medium shade similar to the original one is applied to a particular part of the face. B. A darker foundation than the original one is applied to a particular part of the face. C. A lighter shade than the original one is applied to a particular part of the face. D. A shadow subdues or minimize prominent features. C. A lighter shade than the original one is applied to a particular part of the face. 144. The following are guidelines for good human relations and professional attitude except 1. A. Be ethical in all your dealings with clients and others with whom you come in contract. B. Make a good impression by wearing obtrusive jewelry to look your best. C. Always greet a client by name with a pleasant tone of voice. D. Show interest in the client's personal preferences. B. Make a good impression by wearing obtrusive jewelry to look at your best. 145. Massage is part of manicuring and pedicuring services. When is massage applied? Before A. Coloring polish. B. Top coat. C. Base coat. D. Removing old polish. C. Base coat. Explanation. The essential steps of pedicure are: remove nail polish, soak feet, take care of cuticles, exfoliate, treat calluses, trim and file nails, massage feet or moisturize, apply polish or let feet dry, base coat then top coat. 146. Which is created by allowing the nail to grow out straight, and then filing the straight across at right angles with the rest of the nail place. A. Oval nail. B. Square nail. C. Pointed nail. D. Round nail. B. Square nail. Explanation. Square nails are usually flat on top and have straight corners. They are a good alternative for short nails. This shape can be extremely flattering in case you have narrow nail beds and slim fingers. 147. Which of these is an imaginative and artistic process of caring for the nails and toenail, involving special care and expertise for bringing out the best effects? A. Nail extender. B. Nail tattoo. C. Nail technician. D. Nail art. D. Nail art. Explanation. Nail art is a technique involving the decoration of nails with paint, polish, or other materials. It is used to create designs ranging from simple to elaborate. 148. Which refers to handheld tools used in manicures, which are durable and must be sanitized after use with each client. A. Implements. B. Equipment. C. Cosmetics. D. Materials. A. Implements. Explanation. An implement is a tool, utensil, or instrument for doing a task. The best implements are those inspired by, and created specifically for, the professional manicurist and pedicurist to perform special tasks. 149. Which of these is the correct way to use a cuticle nail file? A. The pointed side used push back and moisten the cuticle. B. The pointed side is used to push back and remove the cuticles. C. The dull spade side is used to scrape and moisten the cuticle. D. The dull spade side is used to push back and loosen the cuticle. D. The dull spade side is used to push back and loosen the cuticle. 150. It is the study and application of beauty treatment. A. Electrology. B. Skin care. C. Hairstyling. D. Cosmetology. D. Cosmetology. Explanation. Cosmetology is the study and application of beauty treatment. Branches of specialty include hairstyling, skin care, cosmetics, manicures or pedicures, non-permanent hair removal such as waxing and sugaring, and permanent hair removal processes such as electrology and intense pulsed light. How many correct answers did you get from this drill? Comment it down below. I hope you got a passing score of 113 and above. If not, don't give up, you're almost there. You did your part. Try it again. If you try more, you will master it. Good luck LPT cutie. Claim it. Before I finally end this video, I would like to give a shout out to our members. Shout out to Elizabeth Alcaraz, and hello to Lucille Escarda. Thank you for your willingness and participation. See you in the next drills. The next video will appear on screen and click it to watch.